Starting defensive unit for your St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. Defensive back number 2, Joshua Mowell. Defensive back number 12, Tyler Wiesa. Defensive back number 18, Andrew Peterson. Linebacker number 30, Samuel Springer. Linebacker number 39, Clay Scheffner. Linebacker number 45, Zach Austin. Number 57, Noah Bainline. Number 68, Stephen Bratz. Number 71, Michael Beadle. Number 79, Mason Steffes. Number 81, Blake Ottery. And in his 45th season, the Ledgers are coached by Bob Hyland.
It appears that St. Mary Springs will be kicking right to left across your radio dial or your screen if you're watching at home on the live stream, 961tcx.com. The rest of our sponsors got to thank here. We have Bauer Chiropractic, Bauer Physical Therapy, Jackson Call Insurance, Badger Tire, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Moraine Park Technical College, Fond du Lac Credit Union, Pump and Pantry, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Taco Bell, Cornelius on Main Street, East Johnson and North Fond du Lac, Berg Homes, Lens Truck Center, AirTech, and coverage is presented in part by Edward Jones Financial Representatives, the 5 here in Fond du Lac, Dan Spader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tollefson, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. Looking up at the Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard, 0-0 between the Ledgers and Falcons. Ledgers in their blue uniforms, blue pants with white numbers. Same colors here for Amherst, white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers on their jersey. Ottery takes his step back, and he's about to kick this thing off between the two number 1 ranked teams, one in Division 5, one in Division 6. Looking forward to a great football game here. Ottery approaching the football, and we are underway here at Fruth Field. He kicks it deep to number 10. That's Brandon Pietrowski. He's going to fake a handoff back there, coming around the right side. A lot of room here to the 30, 35, 40. Tripped up. Good tackle there by Ottery at about the 44-yard line, but good starting field position here for the Amherst Falcons. Defensively, St. Mary Springs did okay I would say, at Shiocton last week. Gave up 237 yards, 205 on the ground. But this Amherst passing attack is going to be a whole different monster. Again, a lot of wide receivers are going to spread you out wide. And Garrett Groshek, the quarterback, very, very talented slinging that football. The Amherst offense takes the field. And right there, Tyler Beatis is the left tackle here in this offense. Pistol formation, Groshek, 3 wide receivers split out left for Amherst. He's going to hand it off up the middle and bottled up right away by St. Mary Springs. The defensive tackles of St. Mary Springs. We'll take a look at their defense here. Number 9, Ricky Stagbauer in the defensive backfield. Andrew Peterson, number 18 at corner. Clay Scheffner, middle linebacker, number 39. Noah Bainline, number 57 outside linebacker. Evan Biesper, number 62 D tackle. Michael Beto, 71 D tackle. Number 74 Kurt Miller's a defensive end. Number 76 Jeremiah Zook starting the other defensive end, and Blake Ottery is at the other outside linebacker. Same formation here for Amherst. They're going to look at Pietrowski up the middle, and he's got a hole. He's going to carry a guy forward for about 8 yards. He's going to be close to that first down, but I don't think he quite has it yet. About a 3rd and 3 here for Amherst. 2 wide receivers split out on both sides. Pietrowski behind Groshek here in the pistol formation. Groshek calling out the signals here. He takes the snap. And we have a flag on the play. It looks like someone is lined up off sides for St. Mary Springs. I could not get a number on that, but that is going to move the chains. A 5-yard penalty against St. Mary Springs. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line on the St. Mary Springs side of the football. 2 wide receivers split out each side here for Amherst. Runner goes in motion. Groshek keeps it, and he goes down. A good play in the backfield there by number 60. That's Steven Bratz, number 68, defensive line with a big play in the backfield. Groshek goes nowhere, lost a 2 on the play. Facing a 2nd and 12 here are the Amherst Falcons. A lot of option thus far, but Amherst really likes to spread this ball around. A lot of guys wide. Going to put pressure on this St. Mary Springs defense here. Groshek in the pistol formation. Guy in motion. Right to left. Groshek takes the snap. A lot of pressure. He's able to break away. He throws it deep. He's got a man. Number 3 deep in the end zone. That's Josh Sasuski. And a 45-yard touchdown throw from Garrett Groshek to Josh Sasuski to start the ball game here for Amherst on the 4th play from scrimmage. Unfortunate. St. Mary Springs had him bottled up in the backfield there, but he was able to break free, and he found Sasuski, who got free in the secondary, and he put a great ball on the money. So 6-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard with 9:40 left here in the first quarter. Number 53, Cam Galke, will make the kick here. Extra point attempt. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good for Galke. So the score is now 7-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. We are going to take a 30-second break and come back to Fruth Field, where the St. Mary Springs Ledgers will take over the football here on 96.1 TCX. Groshek to Sasuski down the field. 46-yard touchdown pass to start this ball game there, and that's exactly what Amherst was looking for. Start fast and get on the board. And now St. Mary Springs is going to have to play from behind. Back deep to receive this, Sam Spranger back to receive this kick here. Ball falls off the tee. We'll reset this up. A very good drive there for Amherst. Ball now teed up, and here we go. The kick is going to be short to one of the up men. That's number 2, Joshua Mowell. He's going to take it. Going to get decent field position here. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line, and that's where this dangerous St. Mary Springs offense is going to take over the football. Guy to watch on the defensive end is Wisconsin Badger recruit number 52, Tyler Beatis, heading to Wisconsin after his senior season, looking to play nose guard at the next level. He is 6'4", 270, and every bit of it, all muscle, not a whole lot of fat on that kid. 81 goes in motion here for the Ledgers. Bauer takes the snap. This one's going to Spranger, and he's bottled up by Beatis right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there for Spranger. Gain of 1, if any, on the play there. It's going to be tough to break through this defensive line of Amherst. They shut down Amro big time, only giving up about 140 yards of total offense last week against the Foxes of Amro. Bauer has the sign. Into the huddle he goes. Might have to open it up a little bit with the Ledgers. Big football game here early in the season. Bauer takes the snap. He's going to lob one up to Wiesa, just out of reach of Wiesa, streaking down the left sideline. There was some contact. It appears the ref did throw a flag at the 45-yard line. It looks like there's going to be a penalty there on number 23, the defensive back, Amaziah McCall, for Amherst. So they're going to march off a penalty here for defensive pass interference. That last drive for the Amherst Falcons goes 4 plays, 55 yards. Capped off by that 46-yard touchdown pass from Groshek to Sasuski. Wide receiver split out left here for St. Mary Springs. It's Tyler Wiesa. Ottery runs to the right side of the formation. 2 backs in the backfield and a lot of movement. Looks like there's going to be a false start here, and maybe some you finally get into this very highly competitive game here, and maybe you got some nerves by these younger players here of St. Mary Springs. That'll back it up. They got a first down with that defensive pass interference, but they'll back it up 5 yards. Now 1st and 15 from the 40. Field's a little bit tore up here this afternoon due to the Fond du Lac game last night. That's a handoff up the middle from Blake Bauer. He's going to go to Fenton Floyd there. Not a whole lot going. It's tough to break through that defensive line. They're not going to give up a whole lot of rushing yards, especially if you're going to go right up the gut. But that's what St. Mary Springs does. We'll see what happens. Number 2 trots out onto the field here for the Ledgers. That's Joshua Mowell. Gives the play to Blake Bauer. But I was saying, the field here's a little bit tore up. Fond du Lac ran like crazy up and down this field last night, putting up 69 points in a 69-28 victory over the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts. That's going to be a pitch outside to Spranger. He's going to make a move, made Beatis miss, but 3 or 4 other Amherst Falcons there to make the play. The main man there, Austin Bolt, there to wrap him up. That's going to be a loss of 1 here for Spranger. Bottled up here, going to have a big 3rd and 15 play here for the Ledgers. That Fond du Lac game last night saw Fond du Lac put up over 500 yards on the ground alone and over 150 through the air as well. Looks like there's another false start by Tyler Wiesa, left a little early there for the Ledgers. That's going to back them up another 5. We're going to have a 3rd and 20 coming here for the Ledgers from the 37-yard line. Yeah, I was here calling that Fond du Lac game last night, and I had never seen a team perform offensively like that, and I wouldn't knock Kaukaunaa's defense either. They put up. Fond du Lac didn't play all that well last night and still put up 69. If that's what you can say about Fond du Lac, there's something there. Something special may be happening here at the Fond du Lac Public School. Bauer drops back to pass. A lot of time. Got a guy over the middle. Ottery. He had Ottery right at about the first down marker on the 44-yard line on the other side of the field. But good defense there by the Amherst Falcons, able to knock that one out of his hands. And a 4th and 20 coming up here for the Ledgers. They're going to have to punt this one away. So the defense of this Amherst Falcons football team looks good here on possession number 1 for St. Mary's Springs. Back to punt here is Ottery. Ottery gets the snap. A lot of guys close, nearly blocked. End over end punt here for Ottery. That was number 2, Groshek, the quarterback, back to receive that kick. He catches it right at the 41-yard line, and that's where Amherst is going to take over here. But really, St. Mary's Springs goes nowhere there. Got about 10 yards on a pass interference penalty. Gave it back via 2 false start penalties, and that's where we sit right now. After that punt, starting at the 41 here is Amherst. They run over to the coach to get the first play here. Amherst leads 7-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard here. 7:11 remaining in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left of Groshek in the pistol formation. Piotrowski standing right behind him. Groshek barking out signals here. He takes the snap. He's going to fake a handoff to Piotrowski. Lose his footing on this slippery field, so he's going to go nowhere. Right at about the 40-yard line. The whole yard marker is just about tore up. There's not a whole lot of the Cardinal left on the field from last night. It didn't look that bad in the rain last night, but this morning when the fans went out on the field after the ball game, it got tore up a little bit, especially down at about the 5-yard line on either goal line here. 3 wide receivers to the right of Groshek here in the pistol. Number 23 for the Amherst goes in motion. Groshek steps back. He sees a man downfield. Streaking down the sideline is number 3, Josh Sasuski, but Groshek just throws it out of reach of him. We'll have a 3rd and 10 here coming up for the Falcons. Sasuski very fast on the outside here. St. Mary's Springs having a tough time keeping up with these speedy wide receivers here. But here a 3rd and long play. We'll see if the St. Mary's Springs defense can hold. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side here for Groshek in the pistol formation. He takes the snap, drops back to pass. Not a whole lot of rush. He hits number 12. Number 12, that's Harry Piotrowski. Right at about the first down marker, hits him right in the chest, and he drops it. So a little help there by the Amherst Falcons will force the punt here for Amherst. Big Tyler Beatis is the punter here for the Falcons. Does a lot for this football team. Plays left tackle on offense, plays all over the defensive line. Is the kicker and the punter as well for the Falcons. Beatis gets the snap here, and the punt is away. Booming punt here is going to go to the 25. Takes an Amherst bounce inside the 20. That'll be down at about the 17-yard line. Good punt there by Beatis, and that is where the St. Mary's Springs offense will take over here in the first quarter with 6:13 to play, and the Amherst Falcons lead 7-0 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Want to thank everybody watching the game on our live stream on 961tcx.com. It's a new thing we're trying out. We did it a little bit last year. We're kind of taking it to the next level here this year. Looking forward to seeing where that takes our sports broadcasts here. Blake Bauer under center. He's going to hand this one off up the middle to Fenton Floyd, who tries to bounce it. Really goes nowhere there for Fenton Floyd. Gain of 2 on the play for Floyd.
Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the 19. Gain of 1 on the play for Fenton Floyd. And this defensive front of Amherst has been every bit of what they've been cracked up to be here thus far in this football game. Not giving any holes to this St. Mary Springs offense. A play-action play there. Bauer's able to escape, and he's got a lot of room on the right side to the 30, 35, 40. And a good tackle there by the safety saves a touchdown for Amherst. But Blake Bauer able to escape
1st and 10 Ledgers from the own
for a 25-yard scamper by Blake Bauer. They had him dead to rights in the backfield. Few guys back there. Bauer able to escape. What a great play there by Blake Bauer to keep the drive alive for St. Mary Springs. 2 wide receivers out left here for Springs. 2 guys in the backfield, including Spranger and Fenton Floyd. He's going to hand it off to Spranger up the middle, and those linebackers fill quick. Number 34 of the defense, that's Austin Bolt, filling that hole and putting a good hit on Spranger. Gain of 0 there for Sam Spranger.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 coming up here for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. You know, Beatis is a lot to handle on that defensive front, but Bolt at linebackers come up, made a lot of good plays. 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers, an option to the left side. Pitches it back to Fenton Floyd. Fenton Floyd makes one guy miss in the backfield. Ball squirts out at the end. Ref rules him down right at the 45-yard line. Gain of 1 again here for Fenton Floyd.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 8.
Not a whole lot there for St. Mary Springs early in this ball game. Josh Mowell trots out, gives Bauer the play call here. 3rd and a long 7 here coming up for the Ledgers. Weeze out to the far side, Mowell out to our side here in the box. Bauer's going to drop back to pass, a lot of pressure. Double team there, a good pass, good ball to Weeze, who makes a catch. Amaziah McCall loses his footing. Tyler Weeze able to bounce back and make a good play. Gain of 12 on the play for the Ledgers, and they move the sticks. A good ball there by Bauer. Bauer doing a good job handling the pressure, staying in there. Has taken a few shots in this ball game already, but good blocking up front, pass blocking there by the offensive lineman of the Ledgers. 2 wide receivers out left here. That's a handoff to Spranger up the middle, and Spranger's going to be able to get through this time to gain about 4 yards.
Gutschall on the tackle.
Yeah, I'll give him 5 on that one. It's going to be a long 5, but a 5-yard gain there for Sam Spranger. Mowell trots back out to give Bauer the play call again here. That was really the first hole that Spranger or Fenton Floyd had to run through there. On the pass play, Bauer was able to get through and gash him a little bit, but Weeze to the short side, to the long side is Mowell. They're going to go back up the middle. That's number 39. That's Scheffner, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's tripped up from behind by Beatis, able to get in there and make a tackle.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 6.
What about a 3rd and 5 for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers here? 2:30 remaining here in the first quarter on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Mowell split out left, Weeze split out right. Weeze comes in motion from the top of your screen to the bottom. Bauer gets it, and that's batted away by big Tyler Beatis. Makes a play, he's going to knock it down, and that's going to force a 4th and a long 5 for the Ledgers, and I think the Ledgers are going to send this one away. That could come out to be a problem here for the Ledgers. Quarterback Blake Bauer only 5'9". Beatis coming in at about 6'5", 270. with the ability to jump. He can make a play. We have a timeout here for the Amherst Falcons. We're going to take a timeout up in the booth as well. We'll come back. There's 2:10 on the Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard here. 7-0 in favor of Amherst. We'll be back in 1 minute here on 96.1 TCX.
You ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call Insurance.
Amherst will start first and 10 from their own 1.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D!
Right here for the Falcons. Groshek's going to take the snap, hand it off up the middle, but there's going to be a flag on the play. It appears to be an illegal procedure penalty against the Falcons here. That'll back them up. I don't know if you can go back much further than that, but it'll be half the distance to the goal. Now from about the 6-inch line is where the Amherst Falcons will have a 1st and 11 here. Same formation, 2 wide receivers split out on both sides of Groshek here. Groshek takes the snap. It's going to be handed off the middle, and some room there for number 10. Number 10, that's Pietrowski able to break through from the 1-yard line all the way out to the 29-yard line. 28-yard scamper for Pietrowski on 1st and 11. That's not what the Ledgers had in mind there on the defensive side to start the drive.
1st and 10 Falcons from their own 29.
Pietrowski back behind Groshek here in the pistol formation. Barking out the signals. Groshek takes the snap. He's gonna keep that one on the option play. And a good read there by Groshek. He's gonna gain 9 on the carry. Awfully close to the 1st down here.
Scheffner on the tackle, brings up 2nd and 1.
Yep, that was a 9-yard gain, 129 and counting here. We're gonna have a referee timeout. We're gonna measure it. We're gonna take a 30-second timeout as well here from Fruth Field. We'll be back in just 30 seconds here on 96.1 TCX.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new Quesarito from Taco Bell.
Refs do decide to move the sticks here at Fruth Field. First down for the Amherst Falcons, and Pietrowski's going to break one out the left side. There is a flag on the play there. It was 1st and 10 from the 39. He makes it to about the 44 on the other side of the field, but it looks like this one may come back here. We have a hold against the Falcons. I was not able to get a number there on that hold, but that'll move the Falcons back 10 yards. The hold was about 7 yards down the field. So we're going to be looking at about a 1st and 13 here after the holding penalty. And the Amherst Falcons look like they're all ready to take their next play. Coaches have the signals on the other side of the field with some numbers, some pictures over there. A new way of play calling, very similar to an NFL style of offense without the, if something goes wrong in the old quarterback headset there. But 23 in motion, that's McCall. Groshek's going to make the pass. 2 guys, good defense there. That's number 45 for the Ledgers. Zach Austin with good coverage there on the wideout.
2nd and 12.
Possibly had him there, but good safety help over the top as well by the Ledgers. 2 wide receivers out to both sides. Groshek in a very shallow pistol formation here. That one's going to go up the middle to Pietrowski, who's had a lot of room the last couple of carries there. And that one's going to go ahead for 13 yards. And that's going to move the chains here for the Falcons. Pietrowski really breaking free here. A team that likes to spread the ball out and run in a couple of different fashions here. It looks like the refs are going to measure this one out again here. We're going to keep it right here this time. 46 seconds left, 7-0 Falcons on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Use this time to thank some more of our sponsors here. We have Lens Truck, just heard their ad a little bit ago here, AirTech, Agnesian Healthcare, Newfig Industries, Dreyer Collision Concepts, Pioneer Pit Stop, Holiday Chevy Buick GMC Cadillac, Aurora Healthcare, Anders Auto Parts, the American Bank. And coverage today is presented in part by Edward Jones Financial Representatives, Dan Spader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tollefson, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. Finally ready to go again here. They move the sticks. I could have told you that before the measurement up in the box here. Same formation they've been running all day here. 2 wide receivers out on either side of Groshek. Running back Pietrowski jumped a little early there. That's going to back it up 5 yards here for the Falcons. Been a good football game thus far. Not a whole lot of offense. They had that big play early in the football game. Right now, the Amherst Falcons putting a little bit of a drive together on the 44-yard line of their side of the field. They started on the 1-yard line. It's been all Pietrowski running the show here for the Amherst Falcons thus far today. Groshek in the pistol. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. He's going to fake a handoff up the middle. He's got some room, but good flow there by the Ledger defense, and doesn't let Groshek get very far. Gain of 4 at the most there. They run sort of that read option out of this pistol formation. The Ledgers have had some trouble, really keen on Groshek. He led their team in carries before, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here from Fruth Field. 7-0 in favor of the Amherst Falcons, the #1 team in Division 5. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with your second quarter here on 96.1 TCX.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
At Lens Truck in Fond du Lac, we're celebrating 30 years of having the best used trucks money can buy. Check this out. We have over 600 trucks on one lot, all priced to move. Half-ton trucks, diesel trucks, SUVs, You'll find the truck you're looking for. Go now to lensauto.com, then head out to Lens Truck today.
Lens Truck, we got the trucks at Lens Truck.
We got the trucks!
Both of these teams last year making it down to Camp Randall Stadium. St. Mary's Springs was able to best the team that they played against and able to win the state championship in Division 6. Amherst, however, did lose. Groshek's going to roll out right. A missed sack has a guy open, but Groshek missed him long. That was a 2nd and 11 play, but like I was saying before, both these teams making it to the state championship game last year. St. Mary's Springs able to take the title game, but the Division 5 championship did not go to Amherst last season. Third and 11 coming up here for the Amherst Falcons. 3 down linemen here for the Ledgers. Coming in motion is McCall. Groshek's going to drop back to pass. He throws it over the middle. Had a wide receiver again. That was number 11, Dalton Nemzoff, but he wasn't able to haul it in, and we're going to have a 4th and 11 here coming up from the 48-yard line. And the Ledgers are going to get the ball back here. Offense hard to come by for both teams thus far. Had a few big plays on that drive. Had a big touchdown play for Amherst, which resulted to be in the only touchdown score of the game here. Beatis back to punt it back here to the Ledgers. Beatis takes the snap here, unable to get through are the Ledgers there. That one's back to Scheffner. Scheffner nowhere to go, has about 7 or 8 Falcons on him right off the bat there. The St. Mary's Springs Ledgers are going to start their drive at what looks like the 16-yard line here.
Ledgers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Oh, at the 20. The numbers are still white and well out on the field here. It's just the middle of the field that's all tore up here. 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers. Bauer runs the option. He's going to keep it. He's got a lot of room. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Ledgers. Blake Bauer with a great keep on the option, able to take it for an 80-yard touchdown scamper on one play for the Ledgers.
80-yard run for Blake Bauer.
You could tell the Amherst Falcons were keying on the pitch man Sam Springer there. Bauer keeps it and is able to take it all the way down the sidelines. 80-yard touchdown run for Bauer. That makes the score 7-6 here, still in favor of the Amherst Falcons with the point after coming here. 11:25 to go on your Ignition Bone and Joint scoreboard. Big score for the Ledgers. Ottery in the back to make the kick here. Hold is down. Kick is up. Ottery is good, and we are all knotted up here at 7 at Fruth Field between the number 1 team in Division 5 and the number 1 team in Division 6. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back to Fruth in just 30 seconds here on 96.1 TCX.
At the Ignition Health Shop, find all your home medical and respiratory needs under one roof. Women's health, mom and baby products, mobility devices, specialty items, and a full line of Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes for men and women. Our respiratory and sleep services offer both home oxygen and products for those diagnosed with sleep apnea. And the friendliest associates will help you select just the products you need and assist you with billing questions. Visit us at our new location, 307 Camelot Drive in Fond du Lac. Ignition Healthcare. You're never far from good health.
St. Mary's Springs ties this game up at 7 with an 80-yard Blake Bauer touchdown run on one play. And we're in for a ball game here, folks. Ottery here to kick it back to the Falcons. That's going to be a spiral kick. That's Pietrowski. He's going to hand it off this time. And nowhere to go, bottled up by the Ledgers. And a gang tackle ensues. So the Falcons will start off here at the 25, and maybe momentum has shifted here to the St. Mary's Springs sidelines.
Falcons will start 1st and 10 from their own 26.
An offense that really hasn't been able to get going for the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers breaks off one big play, 80 yards by the quarterback, Blake Bauer. Amherst Falcons keying on Sam Spranger, the pitch man on that option play. And Bauer was able to cut it up and get to the sideline, and the rest is rock and roll history. Two wide receivers split out to both sides of Groshek here for the Falcons. One guy in motion. It's going to be a pass. They blitz, and in there for a sack. The Ledgers get to him. That's big, number 39, Clay Scheffner, the middle linebacker. Also in there were Beto and Biesber, both in there as well.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
So a 6-yard loss on the sack of Groshek there by a couple of St. Mary's Springs players, mainly Clay Scheffner. We'll make a 2nd and 16 here for the Amherst Falcons. Groshek in the pistol, takes the snap. He's going to run that option play. Nowhere to go, bottled up inside again. He did not give it. Had to keep it, but there was still nowhere to go. Again, Clay Scheffner in there on the defensive end, number 68 as well. That's Steven Bratz. Here, a 3rd and 15 upcoming for the Amherst Falcons. 1-yard carry there for Groshek. Obvious passing down here. A lot of D-backs in here for the Ledgers. 4 down linemen, I'm sorry. Goes in motion. They run the option play. A lot of room here for Groshek. He's got room. He's going to make a cut. He's off in space. He's got blockers out in front. Good play. Was able to streak down the sideline to the 25 on the other side of the field. Brought down there by Joshua Mowell, the corner on the other side. And a 3rd and 16 option play for the Falcons turns into a big time scamper. That was, I'm sorry, they were on the 20. Let me do this math here. It's too big of a game for me to just tell you. 20, 30, 40, 40, 55-yard run for the quarterback, Garrett Groshek. Now a 1st and 10 from the 25. Groshek takes the snap, one man in motion, same option play. This time he pitches it to Pietrowski. He's got room on the outside, forced out of bounds at just about the 16-yard line or so. So you're going to see a gain of about 6 yards there for Pietrowski. Both teams weren't really moving the ball all that well offensively, but the last 2 drives, one drive was a one-play 80-yard touchdown, and this one they're putting together here started at the 25-yard line. Groshek takes the snap. This one's going up the middle to Pietrowski, and one of the defensive tackles was in there to make a big play. I believe that's number 57. That's Noah Bainline, outside linebacker, able to get in there and make a tackle. Now facing a 3rd and 4 here are the Falcons. 2 wide receivers split out on each side. It's been that way almost all day here for the Falcons. Pietrowski behind Groshek in the pistol. Big 3rd and 4 play here. 4 linemen down here for the Ledgers. Groshek takes the snap, looking to pass. He's good coverage out there by Mowell, and that one's going to get broken up. So it's about 3rd and 4 from the 19-yard line. The Falcons try to take a shot to the end zone, but Mowell wasn't having it. Great coverage by Mowell and Spranger in the defensive backfield of the Ledgers. And it looks like the Falcons want to go for it here. 4th and a long 4 for the Falcons here. They're on the left hash. And a quick timeout here by the Falcons. and they're going to talk this one over. We're going to take a quick break up here in the booth as well, but stay tuned, folks. We got a good one between the #1 team in Division 5 in the Amherst Falcons, #1 team in Division 6 in the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Back in just 30 seconds here on 96.1 TCX.
16 wide eyes. Driver's license, took 2 tries. Bought a Roadster secondhand. Playing parties with the band. Loaded up, off to state. Hijinks, tailgates, starter, midsize, family cruising. Now in the garage, something new reminds you of when you were you.
Good drive here going for the Amherst Falcons. Stalled at about the 19-yard line at this time. 4th and 4 to go here for the Falcons. They're still going to go for it. Big play here early in this ball game. 8:33 to go here in the second on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Man in motion from bottom to top here. And we're going to have another offsides penalty on the Springs. That's a big play here on 4th and 4. A defensive offsides penalty.
Offsides against the Ledgers.
That's a tough one to swallow if you're the Ledgers. Didn't even make them run a play and gave them the first down here. Got to move the sticks. They already, I don't know, these refs are having some trouble out here. They got to move the sticks here before you can run another play. Groshek in the pistol here. Pajorowski right behind him. Pajorowski going to take the handoff from Groshek, and he's going to battle forward.
Petrowski on the carry.
And that is going to be a gain. Let's see where the sticks end up here. A gain of about 8 yards there for Pajorowski, who's now over the half-century mark. 55 yards on the ground for him today. Ball at the 5-yard line here for the Falcons. Ledgers could use a big defensive stand here. 2 running backs in the backfield. Pajorowski gets it up the middle again. Was he able to get in? He's awfully close. No, he was not. You're going to get a first down and goal from the 1-yard line here. Gain of 4 for Pajorowski. First and goal from the 1 here. Have 2 backs in the backfield. This time it's number 48, Dustin Borgen, in the backfield behind Groshek. Groshek hands it off to Borgen. Nothing doing. He's in the end zone, no problem. Touchdown, Falcons. So a good drive, a drive that started at the 25, a good answer there for the Falcons. Able to battle back and match the score from the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. 75-yard drive with 7:42 now remaining here in the second quarter. It is 13-7 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Probably about to be 14-7. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, almost blocked by the Ledgers, but it's up and good for number 53. That's Cam Galton. And the Falcons take a 14-7 lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. We're going to take a 30-second break here from Fruth, but we'll be back with more of this Ledgers-Falcons football game here on 96.1 TCX.
You ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call Insurance.
Dustin Borgen caps off a 75-yard answer for the Falcons here in the second quarter. And now the Falcons lead 14-7 over the Ledgers here. ball is teed up, and we're looking to continue this game right away here. Sam Springer is going to bobble it and just take it. Didn't quite get out of bounds before he was met by a couple of Falcons, but gets it up to about the 25-yard line on a bobbled kick.
26.
And that is where the Ledgers will take over this next possession. Ledger's looking for another answer here, hoping they found something that'll work for him offensively with that last time they had the ball, 80-yard touchdown drive. They're going to run the same play here. Bauer's going to keep it, but he's going to have good they're going to have good flow by the Falcons defense there, brought down by number 8. That's Ben Gutschau. A gain of 1 there for Bauer.
Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9.
Bauer has 106 yards on the ground here in the first half. An 80-yard touchdown run will definitely help with those numbers. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Ledgers. 2 wide receivers split out. This one's going to be on the turf. Still loose. It looked like the Falcons were able to recover. Just not a good mesh there by the Ledgers on the handoff. And the Amherst Falcons do come up with it. I didn't quite get a number on who was able to come up with it. I think it was number 34. Number 34 here for the Falcons. That's Austin Bolt. Heard his name a lot on the defensive end. Making a lot of good plays. And now the Amherst Falcons will take over on their own 25-yard line here. Or the 25-yard line of St. Mary Springs, excuse me. This is a big one, big down here for the Ledger defense. A lot of brown jerseys out here, field still torn up. It was drizzling out all morning long here in Fond du Lac, and the field, I'm sure, is still damp and wet out there. And you can snap goes to Grosh. He's going to hand it off to Pietrowski. He's going to stumble ahead. And I think every time he's touched the ball, he's getting 8, 9 yards a pop lately. That makes it on the play. They're split out on each side of him. Pietrowski right behind him in the pistol. This one's going to go up the middle. Nope, he's going to keep it. Groshik's going to keep it, but nothing doing. Would have had nothing going either way there. 39, that's Clay Scheffner in the middle linebacker for St. Mary Springs. He's had a good game defensively thus far. The sun's starting to come out here. You have some clouds rolling overhead, but the sun's out. The jackets are starting to come off. It's getting a little warm out here. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Falcons. Big play for St. Mary Springs. Same formation they've been in almost all day. They've had a few trips formations, but it's mainly been 2 split ends. Either way, McCall in the backfield. They're going to run a counter play. Number 81, that's Blake Ottery, the outside linebacker, comes in. And we have a 2 helmets are stuck together situation down there between, that's number 79, Mason Steffes, and the running back there. I wasn't able to catch the number of the guy carrying the ball. I believe it was number 12. That was Harry Pietrowski. Had their helmets stuck together. That's going to be a loss of 4, a loss of 2 on the play there for number 12. And coming up is a 4th and 6 here for the Falcons. Could be a big stop here for the Ledgers. Trips right here for the Falcons. Groshik in the pistol, takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking to throw. He's got a guy in the flats, makes the catch, runs forward, trips up. It's going to be awfully close to that 1st down marker. I think he did get it, however. There's going to be another measurement here.
Official's measurement.
Do we have any, just taking a look at our sponsors here, I don't think I see any eye care on there, but it doesn't appear that the these refs can really see where the sticks are. Ledgers hold about 6 or so inches short, and the Ledgers give up 5 of the 6. here on 4th down, but they needed that one extra one. They didn't get it. Ledgers will take over from the 15-yard line. Ledger's pass defense been good today. 2 of 7 is Garrett Groshek through the air for 50 yards. And one of them was that big 45-yard touchdown play on the 4th play from scrimmage. But the Ledgers take over here. 2 running backs in the backfield. We got Fitton Floyd and Sam Spranger back there. Blake Bauer under center. He's going to hand that one off to Spranger. And they are bottling up Spranger. They have all day today. He has had nowhere to go up the middle. Gain of 1. Spranger has carried the ball 5 times, has 6 yards.
Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9.
Ledger's still trying to figure out this how to beat this tough Amherst Falcons defense. They were able to break one big play, but other than that one play, it's been tough going here for the Ledgers offense. Bauer takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Has Weeze on an out route. He makes the catch, makes a guy miss. Makes a couple guys miss. He's still on his feet. Tyler Weeza, shifty out there, making a couple of Falcons miss.
1st and 10, Ledgers from their own 29.
15, 16-yard line. Now they're at about the 27, gain of 11 yards on the pass play. A good play there by the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Shifty moves there by Tyler Weeza, moving the sticks here for the Ledgers. 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers. Bauer drops back to pass, and that one's going to be nearly picked off. The safety, number 8, that's Ben Gutschau, able to run up there and make a good break on the ball. Bauer tried to force one in there to Ottery, didn't quite make it. But at the end of the day, it's just an incomplete pass and a 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Ledgers. Wide receivers split out on each side here for the Ledgers. Floyd and Scheffner in the backfield. This one's going to go up the middle to Floyd, who's going to carry a couple Falcons with him here. We're going to look at about a 3rd and about probably a long 5 here. Good run there by Fitton Floyd to make it a 3rd and manageable for the Ledgers in this situation. 3:23 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Make sure you stay tuned during halftime. We're going to have our Badger Tire halftime show where we feature a sports ticker. We'll talk about a lot of games from this week past here and talk about what happened here in the first half. Bauer drops back to pass here on 3rd and 5. Puts a bullet right on the money to Mowell. Josh Mowell able to make the reception. Gain of 7 and another 1st down here for the Ledgers.
43. At this time, all St. Mary Springs coaches in attendance, would you please make your way to the track for the WSN Cup presentation at halftime?
Ball at the 43-yard line of St. Mary Springs here. Lot of space to cover here in 2 minutes, 45 seconds. 2 wide receivers split out wide here. And we have a flag on the play. The back judge makes the call. Saw a guy move before the snap.
Procedure against the Ledgers.
Ledgers putting a little bit of a drive here together. A drive that started on their own 15-yard line, or 17-yard line, excuse me. But now a 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line of St. Mary Springs here. Tight end is Ottery. Wide receiver split on both sides. Bauer drops back to pass. Slings one out to Spranger, who's got people on him right away. That's going to be a big loss there. Loss of another 5 on the reception for Spranger. Going to be an official loss of 3 yards here. Going to face a long 2nd and 18. Weeza comes off the field. Weeza had a couple of picks in their week 1 game at Shiocton on the defensive side of the football. Also added, I believe it was 66 yards receiving with 6 receptions and a touchdown on the offensive end as well. Two wide receivers split out. Mowell goes in motion here for the Ledgers to the left side. Bauer drops back to pass, and he knows he's got nothing immediately. See what numbers we got in there. I got 74 and 55. That is Chris Thomas and Riker Strand for the Falcons defense there. Beatis will check back into the ball game here on third. And I mean, you're looking at just about a mile here, 3rd and 22. .110 left here in the first half. Again, stay tuned for the halftime Badger Tire halftime show, which has your 96-second Taco Bell sports ticker, where we'll talk about the games that were yesterday and talk about the Packer game a little bit going forward into today. We're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well here before halftime. Just 30-second break here on 96.1 TCX.
Are you ready to lock and roll? That's right, lock and roll. Prices are on the rise, but you can keep your auto costs from going up. Lock in your rate with the new rate protection endorsement from Erie Insurance. And you'll have the same premium year after year until you make a change in drivers, vehicles, or your residence. Rate protection from Erie Insurance. To learn more, contact us at Jackson Call Insurance.
Just one call to Jackson Call Insurance.
Video streaming this game live, have our stream team doing their work today. Ike down there. And I didn't get a chance to talk to the cameraman here before the game. Not sure exactly who that is, but to all of those watching the game online, thanks for tuning in. We want to get going here a little more with this streaming thing here online, streaming the video, giving people a chance to watch the game if they can't make it down in here. And that was definitely a good thing for those folks that didn't want to come sit in the rain last night during the Fond du Lac football game here. But weather's pretty nice for this football game here today. I mean, it was pretty bad all morning here, but it cleared up once it was time to play some ball. Two wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers. Bauer drops back to pass. Beatis looks like he got held. The flag is going to get thrown. That's going to be an incomplete pass, but there's definitely a hold on the play. Beatis was grabbed from behind on an incomplete pass there by Bauer. More than likely will be declined. Facing about a 4th and 23 upcoming are the Ledgers. With 49 seconds to go here on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Baker Cheese, Badger Tire, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Moraine Park Technical College, Fond du Lac Credit Union, the Pump and Pantry, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Raymond Stone and Landscape, Taco Bell, Corneli's, Main Street, East Johnson and in North Fond du Lac, Berg Homes, Lens Truck, Air Tech Heating and Cooling, and of course, coverage today is presented in part by the 5 Edward Jones financial representatives here in Fond du Lac: Dan Sprader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tollefson, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. They did accept the penalty, so we're looking at about 3rd and 24 to go. I don't know if the ref picked up the flag or what, but now 3rd and long again here, 3rd and 24. That's going to be a run play inside to Spranger. Spranger finally got some room here, and Spranger's going to gain 9 on the carry, but it's not going to be enough. Hoping the clock will just tick out here in the first half. 33 and counting, and they're going to run it. Facing a 4th and 15 here are the Ledgers. Punt team running out onto the field. 22 now and counting here in the first half. We'll have first half stats for you. We'll talk about the scoring drives, how we got to this 14-7 first half score. And Coach Bob Highland is going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here and talk about this game, this first half, a little bit right now. The defense of the Amherst Falcons, everything it's been cracked up to be here today, shutting down this Ledger offense for the most part. They were able to break through for a couple big plays, but you know, some penalties have hurt the Ledgers as well. They've been backed up quite a few times, and a few fourth down plays, a fourth down and a third down play that I can remember where there was a defensive offsides. I don't know if there was a hard count out there or what. I couldn't hear it from up here, but two either a third or a fourth and long converted off of a penalty, an offsides penalty, where they didn't even have to run a play. So Coach Highland must be talking to him about the situation out there. 8 seconds left here. Don't want to give up a big play here in special teams heading into the half. Going down 14-7 at this point for the Ledgers would be a good thing. Ottery back to punt. Groshek back to return the kick here for the Amherst Falcons. Snap is made. Ottery has the snap, makes the punt. Good punt there. Now it's all about the coverage here for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Good coverage there. I think that was Fitton Floyd. Just Fitton Floyd and one other guy down there. Couldn't get the number. But that'll conclude your first half here from Fruth Field between the #1 team in Division 5, the Amherst Falcons, the #1 team in Division 6, the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Amherst holds the score at the end of the first half, 14-7. We're going to take a 4-minute break here and come back with stats, highlights, and your 96-second Taco Bell sports sticker. All of that on your Badger Tire halftime show coming up in 4 minutes here on 96.1 TCX.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
At Lenz Truck in Fond du Lac, we're celebrating 30 years of having the best used trucks money can buy. Check this out. We have over 600 trucks on one lot, all priced to move. Half-ton trucks, diesel trucks, SUVs. You'll find the truck you're looking for. Go now to lenzauto.com, then head out to Lenz Truck today.
Lenz Truck, Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks!
At the Agnesian Health Shop, find all your home medical and respiratory needs under one roof. Women's health, mom and baby products, mobility devices, specialty items, and a full line of Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes for men and women. Our respiratory and sleep services offer both home oxygen and products for those diagnosed with sleep apnea. And the friendliest associates will help you select just the products you need and assist you with billing questions. Visit us at our new location, 307 Camelot Drive in Fond du Lac. Agnesian Healthcare. You're never far from good health.
My name is Travis Wilson from WisSports.net, and I'm very excited to be here today for a special presentation to St. Mary Springs High School. The WSN Cup is in its 8th year on WisSports.net, and it recognizes outstanding athletic achievement across all schools at the WIAA level. Points are earned for playoff finishes for boys sports and for girls sports. And for the first time ever, St. Mary Springs has won the WSN Cup for the small school division. It was a very slim margin. St. Mary Springs at 459.1 points. Aquinas, the runner-up, at 444.9. Just to give you an idea of how close that was, Aquinas was in the state title game for baseball in Division 3. They had a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. They ended up losing that game. If they had won, they would have won the state title and would have won the WSN Cup. So it gives you an idea of how close that was. And how important all the points were that were earned by the Springs team throughout the season. 100 points were given for a state title, obviously won by the boys football team last year. Then also an outstanding spring. And a very outstanding ball team with the title in the girls track runner-up finish. And in fact, all 7 sports in the spring earned at least 10 points. And again, all of those points really mattered as it came down to the end. And again, congratulations to St. Mary's Springs on winning the WSN Cup in the small school division. Presentation to President Kelly Norton.
All right, so I'll just make a couple remarks. There are really 3 groups that deserve to be recognized for this. First and foremost, our student athletes, about 75%, almost 80% of our students at the high school are in at least one sport, which is huge. Secondly, parents.
Your Badger Tire halftime show here on 96.1 TCX here at Fruth today, covering a big-time small school matchup between the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, the #1 team in Division 6 football, and the #1 team in Division 5 football in the Amherst Falcons. Amherst right now holds the edge 14-7 over the Ledgers. About 10 minutes here left in halftime. A little ceremony going on down here, handing out a coach's cup, but I'm just finishing up my tallies here for the first half stats of the ball game, and it's been a rough go of it here offensively for both teams. You know, you're looking at about 150 yards of total offense for the Ledgers, 185 yards of total offense here for the Falcons, but Blake Bauer leads the way right now, has 106 yards on the ground with 4 carries, and he's also 4 of 7 through the air for 27 yards. Sam Sprenger been bottled up for the most part today. He's had 6 carries for 15 yards, and Fenton Floyd hasn't been able to get anything going either. He has 4 carries for 8 yards. On the other side of the football, the Amherst Falcons quarterback Garrett Groshek is 2 of 7 passing for 50 yards and 1 touchdown, big touchdown pass. Number 10, Brandon Pyatrowski, has 8 carries for 65 yards, really has done the bulk of the work here for the Amherst Falcons offense. However, Dustin Borgen did get their 1-yard touchdown run, the definition of a touchdown vulture right there, with a big 1-yard touchdown run on his only carry. And then Garrett Groshek has 67 yards rushing on just 6 carries as well. As far as how we got to this 14-7 in favor of Amherst score, let me pull up my scoring sheet here. At the 9:40 mark in the first quarter, Groshek hooked up with his wide receiver Josh Sasuski on the outside for a 46-yard touchdown bomb to make the score 7-0 in favor of Amherst. It took a while for there to be another score. The Ledgers struck next with a 1-play, 80-yard touchdown run by Blake Bauer. 1-yard, 80-yard drive on 1 run by Blake Bauer, making it 7-7. That was at the 11:25 mark in the second. And then just the very next drive here was an answer by the Amherst Falcons. A 75-yard drive was capped off by a Borgen 1-yard touchdown run. And now it's time here for your 96-second Taco Bell sports ticker. The national headline, always here in Wisconsin, the Packers face off tonight. I'm not 100% sure who they play. They are at Lambeau Field tonight, however. They play the Eagles tonight. Eagles tonight, guy from the Amherst radio station here helping me out. But as far as other high school scores, we'll start out in the Flyway in the same conference as the Ledgers here. The Laconia Spartans got shut out by Marathon in Marathon last night, 36-0. Racine St. Cat's beat North Fondy 28-7. Lomira beat Campbellsport 14-13. Good area team there, getting to 2-0 to start the year. And Amro won the China Bowl game 14-13 over Winneconne. Amro got beat up pretty bad by Amherst last week. Amherst put a whooping on them last week. But that China Bowl game is definitely one to look at. That's a huge rivalry game between 2 towns that are right next to each other. And I had the chance, I had a few roommates in college from Winneconne to see a few of those football games during my college days, and they packed the place for those. So that's definitely a cool thing there. But Amro takes the China Bowl back home with them. Berlin beat Watoma 26-7. Plymouth dropped one in Sheboygan Falls 21-17. That's a big upset in the area. Kettle Moraine Lutheran routed Martin Luther 40-12. Kiel after beating Waupun badly last week, beat Ripon pretty big as well this week, 37-0, and the Kewaskum Indians beat Port Washington 34-16. We'll move on to the Valley, talk about Fond du Lac's game a little bit last night. Fond du Lac ran roughshod all over this field last night. Very explosive offensively. Quinn Wolfel ended the game 4 of 13 passing, 97 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns. Also added 10 carries, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Justin Marotic, 28 carries, 286 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. Number 32, Keon Jefferson of the Fond du Lac Cardinals had 7 carries, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns as well in a rout of the Kaukauna Ghosts, 69-28. That's your Taco Bell 96-second sports ticker. We're going to take another quick break and preview the upcoming second half here between the Ledgers and the Amherst Falcons. 14-7 in favor of the Falcons here on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Back in 3 minutes here on 96.1 TCX.
At Len's Truck in Fond du Lac, we're celebrating 30 years of having the best used trucks money can buy. Check this out. We have over 600 trucks on one lot, all priced to move. Half-ton trucks, diesel trucks, SUVs. You'll find the truck you're looking for. Go now to lensauto.com, then head out to Len's Truck today.
Len's Truck, Len's Truck. We got the trucks at Len's Truck.
We got the trucks.
At the Agnesian Health Shop, find all your home medical and respiratory needs under one roof. Women's health, mom and baby products, mobility devices, specialty items, and a full line of Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes for men and women. Our respiratory and sleep services offer both home oxygen and products for those diagnosed with sleep apnea. And the friendliest associates will help you select just the products you need and assist you with billing questions. Visit us at our new location, 307 Camelot Drive in Fond du Lac. Agnesian Healthcare. You're never far from good health.
Everybody want to get out your honey pot tickets? You pick your winnings up. Announcers booth, 50-yard line. All red tickets, 705.
Amherst Falcons 14, St. Mary Springs Ledgers 7 here at the half, about 2 minutes and counting on the Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard here for halftime. Thanks for tuning in here to 96.1 TCX, or if you're watching live on our stream on 96.1tcx.com, thank you for that. First half of football, definitely not a very exciting offensive first half for either team. But a couple big plays, a big touchdown pass on the first drive of the game, then a Blake Bauer 80-yard touchdown run have been the highlights here of the first half. But going into the second half, I just want to talk to you about St. Mary's Springs' schedule a little bit here. St. Mary's Springs faced off against Shiocton in week 1 and beat them pretty good, 42-20. They're ranked number 7 in Division 6. This week they face the number 1 team in Division 5, Amherst, probably the toughest game on their schedule all season long. But next week, don't blink, because you got the number 4 team in Division 6 in Ozaukee next week as well, and you got to go on the road to that game. So that'll be an interesting one. Back down to a minute here, we'll take a look at the Amherst schedule here. Amherst, of course, part of the Central Wisconsin 8 Conference with Bonduelle, Pacelli. They are in Shiocton's conference, Manawa, Wyowega, Fremont, and Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. But Amherst played Amro and beat them pretty badly. They play Iola Scandinavia coming up here next week. But nothing more important at this point for either team than this second half coming up here. Both of these teams want to come out of this game unscathed in the lost column. And right now, Amherst does hold the tilt 14-7 here in halftime. Special thanks to a few more of our sponsors here. We'll go back to the top of the list here. Agnesian Healthcare, Muthig Industries, Dreyer Collision Concepts, Bob's 151 Transmission Center, the Pioneer Pit Stop, Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, GMC Cadillac, Aurora Healthcare, Anders Auto Parts, the American Bank, Jackson Call Insurance, Bauer Chiropractic and Bauer Physical Therapy, Baker Cheese, Badger Tire, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Moraine Park Technical College, Fond du Lac Credit Union, the Pump and Pantry, the National Exchange Bank and Trust, Rademan Stone and Landscape, Taco Bell, Cornelli's, Berg Homes, Lenz Truck and Auto Center, AirTech Heating and Cooling, and of course coverage is presented in part by Edward Jones Financial Representatives, the 5 of them here in Fond du Lac: Dan Sprader, Ben Berchi, Pam Tollefson, Steve Millen, and Doug Shireman. Big shout out. We wouldn't be able to do this without all you sponsors out there. So, all right, I forgot about this this rule here in high school football, where if a team's not ready at the end of the half, they add on an extra 3 minutes. So another 3 minutes has been added on. We're going to take a 2-minute break here and come back to Fruth Field, where the Amherst Falcons lead at halftime. The St. Mary Springs Ledgers 14-7 on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Back in 2 minutes here on 96.1 TCX. Beatis not the kicker here for the Falcons of Amherst, but we're about to kick off this second half. Falcons lead St. Mary Springs 14-7 on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Welcome back into the broadcast here on 96.1 TCX, or if you're watching the video stream live online at 961tcx.com. Kick is off here, and a pooch kick to number 72, one of the up men. One of the linemen makes a pretty good catch on it, but good starting field position for the Ledgers. Number 72, Austin Fye in the center, makes a good catch there at the 41-yard line for a lineman. Line him up at wide receiver.
Ledgers first and 10 from their own 41.
Ledgers will take over, like I said, from the 41-yard line here. Good starting field position. Didn't call Tyler Beatis' name very much, the Wisconsin recruit here in this football game thus far. That's going to be a play-action play. Weiza's going to beat his man, but there's a hold. They're going to call it. That one not really catchable, but McCall did have a few hands on Weiza there, and the back judge makes the call on it. That's going to be a defensive hold or a defensive pass interference, one of the two here on the Falcons.
Pass interference against the Falcons.
That one here is going to move the ball forward. Ref starts to march it off here. I'll let you know when he stops. It's going to be about a 14-yard gain there for the Ledgers. Now have the ball on the 44 in Falcons territory. Two wide receivers split out here, Spranger and Floyd in the backfield. They're going to hand that one up the middle to Spranger. He's going to keep his feet moving, but this defense of the Amherst Falcons has been very stout all day long. That one a gain of only 2 for Sam Spranger. Josh Mowell checks back into the football game here, runs the play out to Blake Bauer.
Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers. Weiza on the side closest to me, Mowell on the far side. And another jump there. It looked like it was tight end Blake Ottery was the guilty party this time. That's going to back it up 5 more yards. Now going to be facing about a 2nd and 13 here are the Ledgers. Like I said, Tyler Beatis, the Wisconsin recruit, playing in today's ball game, defensive end. Haven't called his name much on the defensive or offensive sides of the football. He plays D-line and O-line, looking to be a part of that that deep Badgers front four coming into this season for new coach Paul Christ. In year 2 of his tenure. Bauer's going to drop back to pass here. He's going to throw it on an out route to Weiza. He's made a couple guys miss already today, and a good gain there is going to gain about 10 yards for the Ledgers there. Good pitch and catch there from Blake Bauer to Weiza. Gain of 10 on the play is going to make it a 3rd and 4. Upcoming here for the Ledgers. Mowell runs back in with the play for the Ledgers. 14-7 in favor of the Falcons on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard here. 11-10 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Bauer under center. 2 running backs in the backfield, 3rd and 4 to go. He's going to hand it off to Floyd up the middle. And that's number 56. Is that? Nope, that's Mike Singer, a defensive end, able to come and make a play. Both him and Beatis, very dirty uniforms there. Gain of 3 on the carry for Fenton Floyd. A 4th and very short here again. May very well see another measurement here by the referee crew. And here they come. Chain gang runs out onto the field.
We still have one unclaimed money box ticket.
Good crowd here today for a Saturday afternoon game at Fruth Field for St. Mary Springs. Big student section down to my right here. But the parents and family friends section here in front of me also packed as well. Even Amherst brought quite a good crowd. A lot of these people know how big of a football game this one is here early in the season. It is not often that you get two #1 teams going head-to-head, especially this early in the season. I mean, during football playoffs time, it's a little bit more common, obviously, but this is going to be a fun one. Bauer's just going to keep it, and he's going to force himself forward. He definitely has the first down, not much after that, though, as he's bottled up pretty quick, but all he needed was one, and I think he got it. Depends on the spot. And the ref calls to move the chain, so a gain of 1 there for Blake Bauer on the carry. Moves the sticks for the Ledgers now down to the 34-yard line on the Falcons side of the football field. Looking to tie this ball game up. Down 7 right now are the Ledgers, 14-7. 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers. Bauer under center takes the snap. He's going to fake it to Floyd, give it to Spranger up the middle, and Spranger, again, it's been a common trend here. Beatison on the tackle, as well as the other defensive end, Mike Singer, bottled up right at the line of scrimmage for a gain of 0 again for Spranger. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the Ledgers. Same formation, 2 wide receivers split out, 1 on each side. Bauer under center, Floyd and Spranger behind him. Wiesa goes in motion to the left side, now twins left. Bauer takes the snap, he fires it out to Wiesa, makes a guy miss, but there's 3 guys right on him right away. It's going to be another completion. But it's going to go for a loss of another yard here. Again, that defense for the Falcons has been stout up front. Defensive backs had a little trouble early in this ball game and have had some trouble with penalties, but overall the coverage has been good by this Falcons secondary. 3rd and 12 coming up here for St. Mary Springs. Would be a big conversion if they were able to get this here. Wiesa split out to the near side, Mowell to the far side. Bauer takes the snap, play action to Spranger. He's going to look, he sees Fenton Floyd, who's going to make the catch, but he's not able to stay on his feet there. They're going to gain about 4 yards on the pass play. Gained a 3 on the play there by Fenton Floyd. Good effort on the catch, but not really anything doing. You're in one of those positions here. You're on right at the 35. You might as well go for it. Just inside the 35 here of Amherst side of the football field. 14-7 in favor of the Falcons. 4th and 10 coming up here for the Ledgers. They're going for it. Wiesa split out to the far side. 2 running backs in the backfield behind Bauer. He takes the snap, drops back to pass, has time, rolls out, directs traffic, throws one. Nobody there. Number 80 was the intended wide receiver. Cut the route short. That's Zach Hufner, I believe. I apologize if I got that name wrong. Nothing really there for Bauer. And they're going to turn it over on downs at the 34-yard line. Amherst, of course, number 1 in Division 5 here in the state of Wisconsin. Number 2 is Arcadia. Number 3, Stanley Boyd. 4, Lancaster. 5, Stratford. 6, Westby. 7, Bonduel. That'll be a good game. Those 2 teams play each other later in the year. 8, Cedar Grove. 9, Elk Mountain. 10, Poynette in Division 5 football here in Wisconsin. First play from scrimmage here for the Falcons is going to go forward to the running back, Brandon Pietrowski, who's going to gain about 3 on the play.
Petrowski on the carry. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
three wide receivers split out right here for the Falcons. So a trips right, one wide receiver split out left here, and Pietrowski behind Groshek in the gun. He runs into him. He's able to escape. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man, but they're able to recover. Able to haul it in is number 26. That's Mitchell Glodowski. And a big play there for the Falcons. A 34-yard pass play. For the Falcons gives them a 1st and 10 on now the 32 on Springs' side of the football field here. Man in motion here for the Falcons. They run the option the other way. Pietrowski has some room over on that side. Is going to gain close to 10, going to be close to the sticks here, depends on the spot. A flag is thrown, however, right at about the line of scrimmage.
Legal procedure against the Falcons.
And an illegal procedure penalty against the Falcons here is going to negate that 10-yard run by Pietrowski. So that'll move the team back 5 yards. Now facing a 1st and 15 from just inside or just outside the 35-yard line. Twin wide receivers on both sides of the formation here for the Falcons. Pietrowski behind Groshek in the pistol again here. Groshek hasn't thrown much today, but when he has, it's been deep and it's been effective. Man in motion coming from the top of your screen here for the Falcons, and the Falcons are able to, the Ledger's able to get in there and sack Groshek here. So that's going to lose a few more yards now for the Falcons here. Falcons still leading 14-7 on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. 7:15 and counting here, and a 2nd and about 18 upcoming here for the Falcons. Twin wide receivers both sides again. Groshek barking out signals. He takes the snap, drops back to pass. It's a screen pass, and he's got a lot of room in front of him, a lot of blockers. Pietrowski's going to gain the full 18 and a few more, gain of 22 on the play for the Falcons, and that'll move the sticks here. Well-designed screen play by Amherst. That was number 12 on the reception, I believe. That's Harry Pietrowski. Groshek takes the snap, hands it off to number 10. That's Brandon Pietrowski, and he's going to gain another 6 or 7 yards there. Yep, gains 7 on the carry there for Brandon Pietrowski. He's up to 75 yards on the ground here now. Trips left out here for Amherst. Amherst on the doorstep of another score. Groshek takes the snap, hands it out to Pietrowski. Lot of room. He doesn't get hit until he hits the secondary, and it's a little bit too late as he crosses the goal line and scores from about 14 yards out. So that'll put the score to 20-7 in favor of the Falcons on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard here. 6:06 left to play in the third quarter. Field goal team out here for the Falcons. Looking to add the point after. Snap, hold is down, couple guys in. That one's going to get blocked, so the score will remain 20-7. Wiesa came off the edge and took the kick right in the stomach. That had to have knocked the wind out of him. He's going to have to take a few steps here and walk that off. But we're going to take a quick 30-second break here from Fruth Field. Back in 30 seconds here on 96.1 TCX. Falcons strike again here in the third quarter, making the score 20-7 in favor of the Falcons on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Beatis now back in to kick this one off here for the Falcons. Ledgers need a score here on this drive. Kick goes to Spranger, gets it at about the 15. He takes it right up the middle, got a few blocks in front of him. He breaks through, was able to get it about to the 39-yard line, and that's where he's brought down by a couple of Falcon defensemen here. Now's the time here for the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers to make a big drive and put some points on the board. This game has been everything we hoped it would be here today. It's been close. This is the largest margin of lead here, biggest deficit for the Ledgers. Two wide receivers split out, Mowell near side. Floyd and Spranger in the backfield. Bauer's going to hand one off to Floyd up the middle. Nowhere to go again. Those front four of the Amherst Falcons have done an incredible job this morning bottling up the run game of the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers. Gain of 1 on the play for Fenton Floyd. You know, Beatis gets a lot of credit because he's the one going to play Division I college football, but these other 3 defensive linemen, I'll see if I can find them on my sheet here. I know Mike Singer is one of them. He's had a couple of good plays. Riker Strand as well, and Nick Leah. All of those guys have done an incredible job stopping the Springs offense. Spranger's going to fake it. He's going to get outside. He's going to look, and he tries to force one down the field. Ran out of room to run, so thought he'd try to force one into Mowell. Nothing doing there, however. Now 3rd and 9 upcoming here for the Ledgers. Ledgers have struggled offensively to this point, especially to their lofty standards here. Big 3rd and 9 play upcoming for the Ledgers. 20-7 deficit for the Ledgers here in the third quarter. Bauer takes the snap. He drops back to pass. A pump and go. He's got Mowell deep. Mowell tries to haul it in with one hand. I think he got it. He caught it. Josh Mowell hauls one in with one hand. He is not getting up. He's up now, a little gimped up. I think he had a guy land on his ankle, but an incredible one-handed catch by Josh Mowell and a huge gain for the Ledgers. That one goes, let me see, for a 24-yard gain. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Ledgers. This one's going up the middle to Sam Spranger. Spranger hits the hole hard, carries the pile for a gain of about 4 on the play. That's been his 2nd largest gain of the day, 4 yards. And that's saying a lot about this Amherst defense, being able to plug up Sam Spranger like they've been able to do today. They hand it off to him again here. The flag is thrown. I think there's going to be some sort of illegal procedure or might be a defensive offsides penalty. Meeting of the minds out here, meeting of the zebras to talk about the penalty here. It appears to be an illegal procedure penalty. They're going to march it off.
Legal procedure against the Ledgers.
So 2nd and 6 is going to turn into a 2nd and 11. Nope, they're going to decline the penalty. Decline the penalty, make it 3rd and 6. That's the confidence that this Falcons football team has in their defense. 4:20 and counting here in the third quarter. They're going to hand it off up the middle. I believe that was Sam Spranger once again. He's going to get another gain of about 4 yards. And a big 4th and 3 upcoming now for the Ledgers. Converted one big 3rd down play on this drive already. Wiesa checks back into the football game here on this 4th down for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. 20-7. The Amherst Falcons hold the lead here on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Spranger in the backfield. Blake Bauer under center. He takes the snap. He sees Wiesa deep, and he just ran out of room. They tried to run a fade down the right sideline, and Blake Bauer just overthrows him on the play. And the Amherst Falcons are going to take back over just at about the 29-yard line here. You know, the Ledgers moved the ball on that drive there, but all for naught as they end up with 0 points on the board and 29 yards left to go. But they need a big stop here against this potent Amherst Falcons offense. You don't see a lot of faults in this Amherst Falcons football team. They're very, very talented. Wiesa runs out onto the field last minute, only 10 on the field there for the Ledgers. Groshek in the shotgun's going to hand it off. Pietrowski has a lot of room, and he breaks free across the 50 to the 45, close to the 40-yard line. Going to get to the 43-yard line from the 29. That is a 29-yard gain for Pietrowski, who's starting to break free a little bit. Two wide receivers on each side of Groshek here in the gun. Motion man comes to the near side. Handed off to Pietrowski up the middle, but Ledger's defense on top of it that time. Gain of 1 only for the Falcons. 3:03 to go here in the third quarter. Falcons lead the game 20-7. Ledgers have moved the ball here in this third quarter, but have no points to show for it. Amherst getting their signals here. Groshek barking out the play. In the pistol, McCall comes in motion here. He's going to sling it out to McCall on a screen pass. And McCall is going to carry some defenders. They're going to gain about 8 yards or so on the pass play to McCall.
Peterson on the tackle. 3rd and 3.
Facing a 3rd and 3 here are the Falcons. Pietrowski behind Groshek in the pistol formation, trips to the right for Amherst. One wide receiver split out left. Groshek calling for the ball here. He gets it. He hands it off to Pietrowski up the middle, and he breaks free, and there's nobody to beat. To the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Amherst. A 36-yard touchdown scamper by running back Brandon Pietrowski. Safeties came up to help in pass protection there, and once Pietrowski got past the linebackers and the defensive line, there was nobody to beat. Ran through an arm tackle on the way to an easy 36-yard touchdown run. It looks like the Falcons are going to go for it here, as it's now 26-7 in favor of Amherst. And a flag will be on the play. I think they had too many men out on the field here. An illegal substitution will back the ball up. Not sure how many yards that penalty's worth. Well, I guess we'll find out once the ref marks it off. Just going to be a 5-yard penalty here. So it'll be the second attempt here at the 2-point conversion from just inside the 10-yard line. With 1:56 left here in the third quarter, the Amherst Falcons just added another score, making it 26 to the Ledgers 7. Twins out left and right here for the Falcons. Groshek in the gun. Runner comes in motion. Groshek takes the snap, rolling out, looking to pass. Nobody really open there. He's going to launch it out of the back of the end zone, so nothing doing there on that 2-point conversion. But the damage was already done on a 36-yard touchdown scamper by Brandon Pietrelski. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back here to Fruth Field here on 96.1 TCX. Amherst adds 6 points to their score, now lead the Ledgers 26-7 here at the end of the third quarter. 1:56 left to play here in the third. That was a 71-yard drive by the Amherst Falcons, capped off by a 36-yard touchdown run by Brandon Pietrelski. He's having himself a game, folks. After that 36-yard touchdown run, I didn't put it on his stats quite yet. Sprenger is able to catch the return here. He's going to take it up to the 41-yard line for the Ledgers. That's 156 yards on the ground for Pietrelski with a pair of touchdowns on the day. Ledgers take over here from the 42-yard line. And it might just be do or die time here for the Ledgers, down by 3 scores. Wiesa out to the far side. I believe that's Mowell here to the near side. Blake Bauer under center takes the snap. And a timeout will be called here, I believe, by the Amherst Falcons. We are going to take a 1-minute timeout break with the players on the field, but we'll return in just 1 minute to this football game here on 96.1 TCX. Ledgers here on their first down play. Bauer's able to roll out, direct traffic, and find Mowell down the field. A pretty good gain there for the Ledgers. That's going to be 24 yards on the reception there to Mowell.
1, 2, 3,
nice
go!
Catch, directing traffic. Blake Bauer saw there was nothing there, got out of the pocket and did what he could. So a great play there by Bauer, 24 yards on the pickup. Next play, Bauer drops back to pass, looks at Ottery and overthrows him by a mile. There will be a flag and it'll be a hold against the Ledgers. The St. Mary Springs Ledgers front five, their 5 offensive linemen, normally do a very good job, but they have their hands full here today, facing this front 4 and then the linebackers as well of the Amherst Falcons. This defense is one of the better defenses I've seen in high school football in a while. As far as personnel, I mean, from top to bottom, they can cover, and their defensive backs can cover well. They can blitz hard. They can stuff the run. Really doing it all well here are the Amherst Falcons. A draw play here. Sprenger able to get free. He's got room up the middle. Sprenger still on his feet, carrying players down to the 15-yard line. Sprenger springs one A 30-yard run for Spranger on a 1st and 15. It took a while, but Spranger finally got free of those linebackers and defensive linemen and was able to get through the line, carries it from the 45 down to the 15. Springs may be in business here, down 26-7, 1 minute to play here in the fourth. Spranger gets free again, gets to the safety, and he takes it inside the 5. Down to the 2-yard line, Sam Spranger, another 13-yard carry. Ledger's on the doorstep of another score, down 26-7 here to the Falcons with 54 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Bauer under center, 2 wide receivers split out here. Bauer is going to run right, hand it off to Fitton Floyd. He's going to fight, and he's in for a touchdown. The Ledgers strike back with a good drive there for the Ledgers. Started on their own 41-yard line all the way down. That's a 59-yard drive capped off by a 2-yard Fitton Floyd touchdown. Sam Spranger, the workhorse there. He racked up quite a few yards. He had only 25 yards up to that point. On that drive, he is now up to 68, so 43 yards rushing on the drive for Sam Spranger. The hold is down, the kick is up, and that one's going to be good for Ottery. And the Ledgers strike back, now only down 26-14 on your Agnesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. 44 seconds to play here in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break here on 96.1 TCX. Ledgers turn this into a 2-possession football game with a Fitton Floyd 2-yard touchdown run. Now trail the Falcons only 26-14, 12-point deficit here. 44 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Got a whole nother quarter to play. A lot of football left and a big-time score there for the Ledgers. Ottery back to kick here for the Ledgers. He approaches the football and he boots it off. That one's going to go all the way back. That's number 26, Mitchell Glodowski here for the Amherst Falcons. Makes some moves, able to get to the 25, but not great field position here for the Amherst Falcons as they try to match the Ledgers' score on the last drive here.
From their own 26.
What looked pretty bleak here for the Ledgers, now they have a little glimmer of hope as they scored very quickly. I don't have the exact length of time on that drive, but they moved down the field from the 41 to the end zone very quickly, able to score before the fourth quarter. And the Amherst Falcons will take over here at the 26-yard line. Trips right here for Groshek in the offense for Amherst. Groshek is going to hand it off to Pietrowski. He's going to get plugged up in the middle. That's big number 75, Hunter Coleman on the tackle. Gain of 2 for Pietrowski there. He has been the highlight of this offense. 158 yards on the ground for Pietrowski. And it looks like they're going to wind this puppy all the way down to the start of the fourth quarter. As they start walking over to the sideline, we will take a break here up in the booth. Heading into the fourth quarter, it's the Amherst Falcons leading the St. Mary Springs Ledgers 26-14. Back in 1 minute here for the fourth quarter on 96.1 TCX. Coach Bob Hyland with a career record of 414, 102, and 2. Coming into a fourth quarter here, down by a couple of scores, and the quarterback Groshek on a 2nd and 6 play is going to carry it ahead for 10 and move the sticks here
for
the Falcons.
From their own 40.
Can't imagine many of these football games. Coach Hyland, with 414 wins and 102 losses, can't imagine he's gone into the fourth quarter down in very many football games in his career. Groshek in the pistol here, 3 wide receivers out to his right. He's going to fake a handoff on the wrong side and get planted into the ground by big number 68 for the Ledgers. That is Steven Bratz. Is going to make this a 2nd and 14 on a loss of 4 on the miscommunication. Signals coming in here from the Falcons sideline. 26-14 in favor of the Falcons here. Trips right here for Groshek, 1 wide receiver out left. Groshek takes the snap, they run that option, he decides to keep it. Good play there by number 81, that's Blake Ottery, the outside linebacker. Didn't fall for the pitch fake, comes in. Gains 2 yards back of it, does Groshek, but a big 3rd and 13 play here coming up for this Ledgers defense.
Kane.
They remain with the trips right and the 1 receiver split out left. Groshek in the pistol with Pietrowski right behind him. Huge play here for the Ledger defense. Groshek takes the snap. He fakes a handoff. He's going to lob one up. He's got a receiver down the field. Good play in the defensive backfield. That's number 45, Zach Austin, a linebacker, comes and makes a huge play in the defensive secondary for the Ledgers, and that's going to force a punt here from the Falcons, and Springs is going to get the ball back with 10:19 left on your Ignesian Bone and Joint scoreboard. Down by only 12 points. It needed to start with a defensive stop for the Ledgers, and they got one. Beatis is going to punt this one away. Schufner is going to call a fair catch at about the 26-yard line for the Ledgers, and that's where the Ledgers will take over. We're going to keep it right here.
Ledgers will start 1st and 10 from their own.
You know what? The Ledgers are going to come back in this football game. It needed to start with a quick defensive stop, and the defense gave you just that. Going to need a big drive here, a 74-yard drive, in fact, in obviously less than 10 minutes and 13 seconds. If you're going to want to come back in this ball game down only 12, 26-14. 2 wide receivers split out left here for the Ledgers. Bauer under center. He's going to hand one off up the middle. Fenton Floyd is going to get dragged down by his jersey, but not after a 2-yard gain for Fenton Floyd. Is going to make a 2nd and a long 7.
2nd and 8.
Gotta love the fight here by the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. It's not often they find themselves down late in a ball game, but these guys showing a lot of poise, really doing a great job today. Blake Bauer under center, wide receivers split out on both sides, Springer and Floyd in the backfield. Bauer takes the snap, turns around, he looks. They run a little give and go pattern. Wiesa is just overthrown. Wiesa hobbled a little bit here as he's running. I don't know if we have a cramp here or what, but he seems to be okay. He's running back to the huddle. Now facing a 3rd and long 7 are the Ledgers on an overthrow there by Bauer. Bauer doesn't throw the ball often. He's been asked to throw a lot more today than he usually does. He has 15 pass attempts, but he's doing a pretty good job. I mean, he's thrown his fair share of incompletes, but he also has completed his fair share of passes as well. I don't have the exact number here, but he does have 87 yards through the air. Bauer drops back to pass here on 3rd and long, running nowhere to go. He's going to dump one off to Springer, need him to break some tackles. He does. Ball's on the turf. It came out of Springer's hands, and the Amherst Falcons have recovered. So the Amherst Falcons, that's a deflating play right there for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Now Amherst will take over at the 34-yard line on the Springer fumble.
First and 10 Amherst.
Bauer on the run makes a beautiful throw out in the flats to Spranger. Just tried to do a little extra with it, and the ball popped out. What would have been close with a first down. And that's a huge turn of events here. Amherst holds the lead 26-14 over the Ledgers with
guys, I'm gonna talk
to
on
go,
TV
and now take over from the St. Mary Springs 34-yard line. Groshek in the gun here. He hands it off to Pietrowski, who runs straight forward in number 45, the safety. That is that's Zach Austin playing safety. Nobody touches Pietrowski until Austin takes him down after a 10-yard gain. It looks like they're going to bring out the chain gang one more time. Chain gang getting their exercise today. They've been out on the field quite a bit. And here they come once again. Ball spotted just inside the 24-yard line. The nose of the football is going to be over the marker, so a first down for the Falcons. 9:09 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ledgers down 2 scores, 26-14. Need a big defensive stand here. Do the Ledgers. It appears they're taking their time here offensively. The signals aren't coming in nearly as fast. They really want to milk this clock a little bit at this point. Groshek talking to his offensive line, talking to his backs. He's got 2 backs in the backfield with him this time, with a little offset pistol formation. 2 wide receivers out left. Pietrowski up the middle is going to break a tackle, break a few tackles, get to the 20, get inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play for Pietrowski, who continues to rack up big numbers here, up to 174 on the ground. And he has been the bell cow back here for the Falcons. Groshek is going to run over to the sideline and get the play himself here, really taking his jolly sweet time. Good move here by a smart senior quarterback, Groshek, milking the clock. 2 backs in the offset pistol formation again here. 2 wide receivers split out left, 1 out right for the Falcons. Man goes in motion to the left side of the formation. They run the option. He's going to pitch it out to number 10. A big tackle there by Tyler Wiesa. Comes in, lays the wood. Pietrowski goes back 2 yards. Now facing a 3rd and long 6 are the Falcons. Big play coming up here for this Ledger defense. Springs has dealt with that option very well today. They've gashed him a few times, but for the most part, they've kept it bottled up. Big 3rd and 7 play here for this Ledger defense. 2 wide receivers out on each side. Groshek with Pietrowski right behind him in the pistol. Groshek takes the snap and a flag flies. We're going to have an illegal procedure penalty. Going to be a little longer now for the Falcons. 7:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Falcons lead 26-14 over the Ledgers. Make sure to stay tuned after the game for your Anders Auto Parts post-game show, where we will name a Moraine Park Technical College player of the game, as well as a Cornelli Convenience Store and AirTech play of the game as well. And I already have a nomination in mind. That 80-yard touchdown run comes to mind for that. By quarterback Blake Bauer. But quarterback Groshek on 3rd and 12. They're on a screen pass, and Scheffner able to get in there, break in, and make a big tackle. They do gain about 4 yards on the play. But a great play by Clay Scheffner. And now you're facing a 4th and 8. No play bigger than this one in the football game than this one right now. Huge football play here. Groshek in the pistol formation, 2 wide receivers split on each side. He drops back to pass. There's pressure on him. He's able to find McCall, and McCall is going to fight for a first down. It's going to be awfully close here on the 10-yard line. Looks like he has the first down, and that moves it down to the 10-yard line here. They will have a chance for a first down yet. But a big 4th down and 8 conversion.
First down at the Ledger 10-yard line.
A 10-yard play to McCall. Back into a running pistol formation here. They've taken one of the wide receivers, moved him into the backfield, using him as more of a fullback right next to quarterback Groshek. Pietrowski behind him again here. They're going to run a quarterback power around the right side. Groshek is going to gain close to 6 yards. He's inside the 5-yard line on the carry.
Second and goal from the 4.
The chain gang put their sticks down there, so apparently he was over the 10-yard line. No chance at a first down. Needing a goal line stand here are the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. 5:50 to play, down by 12. Groshek with a running back directly to his left, and Pietrowski right behind him. Groshek is going to take the snap here. They're going to run that same play to the other side, and Groshek is going to power his way into the end zone, and that one might be the nail in the coffin in this football game. The Amherst Falcons advance their lead to 32-14 with 5:37 remaining in this football game. I believe they will probably go for 2 here. I mean, it's a horse apiece at this point, but yes, it does appear that Groshek and the Falcons offense will go for 2 here. They'll get into that same power formation here with 2 running backs in the backfield. Groshek, McCall comes in motion from left to right here. Groshek takes the snap, rolls out, doesn't know what he has. He lobs one up to the back of the end zone. Nothing doing, so 2-point conversion, no good, but the damage has been done. Falcons now lead this game 32-14 over the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. 5:37 to play. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back to Fruth Field here on 96.1 TCX. The Amherst Falcons take advantage of a St. Mary Springs turnover, and Garrett Groshek caps off a 34-yard drive to give the Amherst Falcons a 32-14 lead here over the Ledgers with only 5:37 to play. Amherst here kicking off back to the Ledgers. Clay Scheffner back to receive. He fumbles it a little bit there, but he's able to recover, and good flow gang tackling there by the Amherst Falcons, and the Ledgers will start this drive at just about the 30-yard line. You know, you can say, I mean, Amherst had the better team here today, but you know, this St. Mary Springs football team is still going to be very dangerous in Division 6 here. This will be their first loss in 2 years. Last year, they of course made it all the way to the state championship game, taking the state championship game with an unscathed record. But this is a good learning experience here for the Ledgers going forward. And a flag is going to fly, and a defensive offside is going to be called against the Amherst Falcons.
Offsides against the Falcons.
Billy, watch this.
That'll move the ball up 5 yards, moving it up to the 34-yard line for the Ledgers. Facing now a 1st and 5. Bauer looking, that pass is deflected again. That's big number 52, Tyler Beatis. That's his second pass deflection of the football game. He's had himself a game. I don't have his official tackle stats, but he's been in on just about everything. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be looking forward to cheering for him in a Badgers uniform coming up here in the near future. He's that good of a player. I had the fortune of playing with a Wisconsin Badger recruit myself, Jordan Cahoot, a big nose tackle over in Waupun in about 2009, and he ended up starting for a couple of years, had some concussion problems, but that definitely helps out a football team. Bauer takes a shot downfield here, and very easily could have been offensive pass interference as well, as number 9 Ricky Stagbauer makes an effort for the ball, but nothing doing there. 3rd and 5 upcoming here for the Ledgers. Big 3rd and 5 here coming up for the Ledgers. Right, it appears there's going to be an illegal procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure against the Ledgers.
Against the Ledgers. Hopefully everyone has my audio here. Hopefully you can hear me on the video stream. For those of you still watching on the video stream, thanks for tuning in here and watching on 961tcx.com. Ledgers now face a 3rd and 10 after that illegal procedure penalty. 5:18 to go here on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Bauer's going to bomb one up here to Wiesa, and it's going to be overthrown by about 5 yards. That'll make this a 4th and 10 now. The Amherst Falcons just a little bit too much for this young St. Mary Springs football team in this ball game. But a good learning experience here nonetheless for the St. Mary Springs Falcons. I'm sorry, St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Good for these young guys to get some experience against some top-tier talent here like the Falcons. Ottery's going to punt this one away. Groshek's going to call for a fair catch, just let it bounce instead, and it's going to be down by the Ledgers at about the 32-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will take over. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here and come back in just 30 seconds to Fruth Field here on 96.1 TCX.
On the keeper, Shepner on the tackle.
Groshek keeps one up the middle here for the first play from scrimmage for the Falcons on this drive. Gain of 4. That will make it 2nd and 6 here. 4:40 and counting here from Fruth Field. 32-14, the Falcons lead on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. Starters still out there, however, for the Amherst Falcons.
Timeout, Falcons.
And the Falcons will take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout in the booth as well. Take a 1-minute break this time and be back in just 1 minute here on 96.1 TCX.
can immediately watch the game on WFDL.com. Morgan on the carry.
Run up the middle there by number 48, Dustin Borgen, his second carry of the ball game. He gains about 4 on the play. Facing a 3rd and 3 here are the Falcons. Getting their signal here, taking their time at this point in the football game are the Falcons. Trips right here. Groshek hands it off. No, he keeps it from Borgen. He's going to get around the edge. He's going to make a few guys miss. He's still on his feet. He breaks free to the 25, to the 20, 10, 5. Groshek breaks a 59-yard touchdown run. And that'll make this game 38-14 in favor of the Falcons. Extra point will be attempted here for the Falcons after that 59-yard touchdown run by Groshek. Nearly blocked again. He scooped it and he ended up making it. So that'll make the score 39-14 in favor of the Falcons here. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Be back in 1 minute here at Fruth Field here on 96.1 TCX. Beatis pops up the kick, goes to about the 40-yard line on the other side of the field. And that is where the Ledgers will take over with the football. 3:23 on the clock, and a timeout will be called here by St. Mary Springs. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout with St. Mary Springs here. So we'll be back in just 30 seconds here on 96.1 TCX. The Amherst Falcons lead 39-14 with 3:23 left to go in the game on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. And the Ledgers will take over from the 36-yard line on their own side of the field here. Backup quarterback now in, backup running backs. And they will run one up the middle. I couldn't get the number there. That's number 31, Dawson Serauer, going up the middle for no gain. Number 3 now, the quarterback, that's Mitch Wachter. He is a freshman quarterback. Wachter under center. He's going to hand one off to the fullback in the backfield there.
Sarauer on the carry.
Sarauer with another carry. He's going to gain 1 there.
3rd and 9.
Ledger's now facing a 3rd and 9 here. 2.5 minutes to play. 39 points for the Falcons, 14 for the Ledgers on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard. 2 wide receivers split out here for the Ledgers, 2 running backs in the backfield. Sarauer drops, or I'm sorry, Wachter drops back and throws the ball into the dirt a few feet short of wide receiver Jared Stagbauer. And the Ledgers are going to punt here on 4th and 9. Learning experience here for the Ledgers, facing a very good football team like the Amherst Falcons early in the season. Now you know where you got to be at to get to that next level if you're the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. And if you're the Amherst Falcons, you got to be feeling pretty good here. So you just beat a pretty good football team pretty handily in the St. Mary Springs Falcons. Groshek is the return man here. He's going to call for a fair catch at about that is where the Falcons will take over. We'll keep it right here. 2:08 to play here in the 4th quarter. And I have to think that the backups here for the Amherst Falcons will come out here for this drive. Stay tuned after the game. We have the Anders Auto Parts post-game show, and part of the post-game show will name a few Moraine Park Technical College players of the game. We'll also have a Cornelli Convenience Store and Air Tech play of the game as well.
Timeout, Falcons.
And there's going to be a timeout here for the Amherst Falcons, and we'll take a timeout as well. 30-second break, and we'll be back here to Fruth Field here on 96.1 TCX. Ledgers had a few defensive questions heading into this football game after giving up 20 points in Shiocton. Definitely those questions still remain after a 39-point thrashing here by the Amherst Falcons. Groshek still in the game. He's going to hand it off up the middle. That is number 48 again. That's Dustin Borgen.
Welch on the tackle.
Getting his fair share of carries here towards the end of the game. We are now under 2 minutes here at Fruth Field. Gain of 5 there for Borgen.
2nd and 6.
All the Falcons are looking to do here is just keep control of the ball, not turn it over here, and get out of the St. Mary Springs with a victory. Groshek taking his time, waiting for the back judge to signal the time on the play clock. He sees the signal, takes the snap. He's going to hand that one off to Borgen again. He's going to gain 2 on that carry.
On the carry. Welch on the tackle. 3rd and 4.
So a 3rd and 4 upcoming here for the Falcons. Backup offensive line in there, backup wide receivers. Only starter in the game left is Groshek, the quarterback. Taking his time here on 3rd and 4, checks the play. Again, looking for that signal from the back judge. It is shown. Groshek takes the snap, hands one off up the middle. I believe it was Borgen one more time up the middle for a gain of 1.
On the carry. Vandershern on the tackle.
So I believe Amherst will have to snap the football yet. 26 seconds and counting down on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard here at Fruth Field.
That's a far walk,
It's fine.
And a good football game here between the Amherst Falcons and St. Mary Springs Ledgers. The Falcons are going to take a delay a game penalty. They're going to have to punt this one away with 5 seconds to go on the scoreboard. Snap it back to Beatis. They come after it here. He's able to get the punt off. Scheffner is going to catch it, and the clock is going to expire. So the final score on your Ignesian Bone and Joint Health scoreboard: Falcons of Amherst 39 and the St. Mary Springs Ledgers 14. We're going to take a 3-minute break here and come back with your Anders Auto Parts post-game show right here from Fruth Field on 96.1 TCX.